Hello guys, this is Spicy, and this is a review on the Bandai Spirits High-Grade Universal Sentry HGUC 144 scale Moon Gundam. This is a Neo Zeon prototype mobile suit. So as you guys know, the backstory for this is that this is actually the Varguil, and basically it got in a fight with Amural's DJ, a very weak mobile suit from Zeta Gundam. And yeah, I guess the pilot isn't very good, so Amural ended up wrecking the Varguil. The head got destroyed. I think the backpack also got like messed up somewhat. And what Neo Zeon did was they went salvaging. They went on a salvaging operation. They found Titan's a destroyed Titan mobile suit. Well, just the Gundam head from the Titan's Gundam. And then they took the Gundam head and then stuck it on the Varguil's body. And they also took its, I guess, the moon-shaped cycle plates and turned it into a weapon system for the this suit. And then they call it a Moon Gundam. And then they paint it into this Gundam color. So I don't know what they're trying to do. Maybe it's like a false flag operation to confuse the Fetties. Or something like that. But yeah, it's interesting. So technically, it's a Zeon mobile suit with a Gundam head. So it's not quite a Gundam, but they decided to call it the Moon Gundam. Anyway, yeah, that's what it is. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the box real quick. Here are some pictures. I think I went on way too long about the backstory on this. I don't think most people would actually care. Here is more information if you want to read more about it. And here we have the price. The price is 3,000 yen. Once again, it's rated for ages 8 and up. I don't know about that. But anyway, 3,000 yen can get this kit for about 35 US dollars in North America. And it's a pretty big box. It's pretty pricey for, well, very pricey for a high grade. This is like kind of going into the real grade price range, but it's actually one of the best high grade ever made. In fact, a lot of people argue that this is probably the best high grade ever. Well, the only thing I can say that, you know, that statement is kind of true, but you know, like the couple releases prior to this kit, such as the you know, the Gym Guard Custom, the Heavy Gundam, has also been really good. So you know, if Bandai keep this up, the next kit could be even better than this. Who knows? Maybe the Sinanju Stein, the redesigned Sinanju Stein, could actually beat the Moon Gundam in terms of, you know, being the best high grade ever. Who knows, right? So yeah, it's just like the Unicorn is really good. That's probably the best high grade in best real grade in 2017. And now we have the Sazabi, which is the best real grade ever. So they just keep getting better and better. That's really good. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at instructions. This suit is made from unknown material. Yes, probably because it's like it's basically like a kit bash. So yeah, it's got the butterfly edge. That's the I'll show you that, the butterfly edge, and we got the cycle plate, we got the Vulcan gun, beam tomahawk, beam rifle. So I'm just happy that this is actually a Zeon mobile suit, not a Gundam to start out with. So yeah, you can see Varguil here with a Gundam head, and this eventually evolved into the Sazabi. So yeah, very nice. So you can read more about the Gundam head here. Pause if you want to read that. It's just using salvage weapons, and this is the butterfly edge. It's basically like a boomerang thing. Alright, and then we have the assembly instructions, including the assembly for the Action Base 5. So there we go, and then it shows you how to use some of its gimmicks. Yeah, so there we go. And it looks like the cycle plate can also be formed into an arc. So that's very interesting. There's quite a couple things you can actually do with the cycle plate, which is very nice. You can see you can mess around with the action base and stuff like that. yeah, and then the cycle plate can also act as a shield right here for the forearm, stuff like that. So very cool. Anyway, we're gonna talk about all of that. It's a very nice kit. So for level parts, we got all these parts here from the Action Base 5, and then we got these parts right here for the cycle plate that are not used. These are just leftovers. Toss that in the back. We also have an extra head option right here, so you can build this kit with the clear head, well, the clear eyes and the clear camera, or you can build it with the green eyes and the green camera. The rest of these you do have to paint in. All these like green parts, I actually painted that in with a Gundam marker with some cleanup, and painted in the Vulcans on the side too. So yeah, looks pretty cool. And since it's a Neo Zeon mobile suit, I had to put on the Neo Zeon logo to represent my principality. So there we go. Parts goes in the bag. There we go. Let's get this one put together. We have the I did the second part of the build video, but the video is corrupted. So yeah, the only part you're gonna see is just the arm and the leg that I built, which is a little bit unfortunate. So I'm gonna do it this way. Let's go ahead and attach the back skirt right here, like that, and then we attach the side skirts, like so. This forms the lower torso. No sticker for this kit whatsoever. That water slide decal is a separate thing that I got from one of my, my very large, or my diminishing water slide decal collection for Gunpla kits. So now we attach the upper torso. We got these lift arms right here for the, I guess the cycle plate. Right there, like that. And then let's go ahead and attach the arms. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go right into the articulation. The feet is actually really nice. We got a hinge right here. You can see that. No polycap used for this kit whatsoever. And we got a side to side right there. Very nice. Got the very nice part separation right there. This is more than 90 degrees. It's technically a double joint knee, but yeah. With like all the armor gimmick, it's okay, yeah, you can get more than 90 degrees. This is pretty good actually, although it does look kind of silly. But anyway, you can actually move the front skirt like that. They are now separated. I actually didn't separate these, but somehow they became separated inside. And then we got this swing out hinge right here for the hips, so the leg can go forward and back. You can see that. So let's move that forward so you get some very good articulation right there. We also got the thigh cut right here, very nice. Gotta move that down. Our side skirt can only go up, which is okay. You don't need that much articulation. We also got the flap right here for the feet, the ankle armor. This kind of reminds me of that Gundam 00 design. XCS had this piece right there in the front, and if you put your hand on it, it pops off. But it's nice to see that they actually improve on that. You can put your hand on there. You can hold it like this, and it's not going to pop off. Well, unless you apply a lot of force to it. So, unreasonable amount of force. So that's actually really good. And this back skirt you can actually move, which is nice. And we also got this new hinge system right here for the hips. If I can get that to activate like that, you can move up the hips right here. There's a little joint right there, so that's actually pretty interesting. So you can have the Varguil, like, oh, the Moon Gundam move down like that. And then basically that acts as the ab crunch. So yeah, that's what you're gonna do it for, ab crunch. We do have a ball joint here for the waist, so you can rotate that 360, sort of, without... yeah, I guess you are going to knock the back skirt off if you try doing that, so probably not a good idea. Anyway, we got a little side to side on the torso, right here, like that. That's okay. We got these swing up, swing out design right here, and we also got a rotation right here. Once you swing it out, so you got the sort of a butterfly action going on if you get it. If you move it like that, so that's actually pretty cool. It's a very unique design. This part is connected to this piece, and then it just let it rotate. So that's really nice, and it can go up. Obviously, the shoulder's on the ball joint, and we also got a little flap right here for the shoulder armor. The arm can go perpendicular like that. Can rotate the arm. Bicep swivel right there. Okay, this thing kind of came off on me. You can see this is how the this joint is designed. So that's actually very cool. Let's pop that back in there. Obviously, we got double jointed elbows, and then we got the ball joint for the hand. Very nice. And yeah, these lift arms just it's a straight peg that goes into the backpack. We got this hinge right here, another hinge right here, and another point of articulation right here. And this is designed for the cycle plate. So what you do is you take the cycle plates, you take off this arm, left arm right here. Now I think the only way to do it is probably like to separate these, because these are not strong enough to hold this up. So you want to do that like that. It wouldn't be able to hold onto the whole half crescent, so you're gonna have to split it in half. And let's see if I can get this to work. There we go, like that. Looks kind of, well, that looks pretty cool. That actually doesn't look too bad. How about that? Looks like wings. Better than wings, actually. Dang, I like this look. I think I'm gonna stick with this look instead of the moon. Okay, let's go ahead and get that off right here. And this is the recommended one if you're gonna go into the full crescent moon mode. As you can see, I did panel line all the cycle plate, even the red part. And this thing is actually really cool. So basically, if you pull this out enough, you can get it in going into like a, you know, like a round kind of thing. So that's really cool. And they can be, you know, individually separated carefully, of course, like that. We got this joint right here, like that, and then we also got this extra joint right here. This is like for another gimmick that they did not show. So basically, I guess let me just do a quick demonstration right here. This allows you to connect the parts like so. No, not like so, like this, like that. So I don't know, there's something you can do in the future or something. And these parts can also become a shield for the Moon Gundam. So basically what you do here is you let's see if I can do this right. Flip this over like that. Okay, I'm getting confused here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move this part right here. Get this in here like that. And I guess you can connect these somehow. There's a connection point to connection point. Well, either way, these can be used as shields for the Moon Gundam. So basically what you want to do is you want to remove these. These are called the butterfly edge right here. There we go. That thing pops out. Grab one of these connectors and you just stick the sucker right in there. You have the connection point right here on the forearm. Let's see. There we go, like that. This connects right here, like so, and it's got shield. Yeah. I think this is probably how you do it. There we go, there we go. So you connect both of them together so the actual psycho plate part isn't exposed or something. Like that. You make a shield. Pretty cool. Okay, and let me show you the butterfly edge. So the butterfly edge is very simple. You just flip out these. Flip this out like that, and then you connect the beam effect right here. Slot that right in there. Slot this right in there. And there we go. It acts as a boomerang. You just like, you know, the Moon Gundam just like throw it out there like that. Or it can be stored in the forearm like that. And then it's got some kind of a melee weapon kind of thing. So when a mobile suit gets close to it, it's gonna slice it up using this thing, which is very cool. And he's got two of them. So another arm stored here. I'm not gonna pull that one out. And let's see what else. Okay, so we have two multi-purpose gripping hand here. Obviously, you can use it to grab onto the beam tomahawk. Yeah, this is a beam tomahawk. And I really like how they use like the two different colors of plastic, just like real grades. You know, we got the glossy white and then we got the matte white right there. Creates a very nice contrast. Yeah. They're definitely trying to make the high grades more like, I guess, more into like a real grade, blurring the line. So there we go. That's pretty cool. I guess even cooler, I guess, if you use the shield. Yeah, that'll be nice. Beam tomahawk and shield. This is a nice setup right here. You don't want to mess with this guy. Okay, anyway, aside from that, the beam tomahawk can be stored in the backpack. So let me demonstrate that real quick. Let's go ahead and then just remove this thing right here. And remove the beam effect part. Tomahawk just stores in the backpack like so. Very simple. Yeah, it's not too bad. And like I said, if you want to go into the full moon mode, you want to remove one of these, probably this one right here, unpeg it, peg this one in here like so, like that. Got the connector port here, and let's go ahead and do that. And let's see, we also have the well, so I'm actually very surprised that this thing doesn't have the action base port. So what we're gonna have to do here, it's very old school style. We're gonna have to use these forklift pieces, something that I did not expect to be using on a kit like this. That caught me completely by surprise. Okay, so we're gonna grab that, the forklift part. Let's go ahead and put all these away. I'm making a huge mess here on the table. And let's just connect the Moon Gundam onto the base via this forklift part. There we go. Wow, I'm actually very surprised that it doesn't have a connection point. And we have to use the forklift part. Wow, that's very surprising, to be honest with you. Anyway, now we got the Moon Gundam here. I think I set it a little bit too high, but you know, whatever, doesn't matter. Let's see, what else can we do? Oh, we have the beams scatter gun right here, basically a beam shotgun kind of thing. Got a one trigger finger, and let's just go ahead and stick that in here. You know, I think this is actually kind of a smart move that they went back without using the peg hole, because that means the Gundam doesn't have a hole on the bottom of the the cross section, which can be kind of funny or silly. Depends on, you know, if you have a toilet humor or not. But there we go. That's actually pretty cool. And obviously, we got more effect parts here for the beam. Well, the butterfly edge. So let's just go ahead and just put this one in here. Let's go ahead and close up this open hand right here. Gripping hand, multi-purpose gripping hand. Put all the parts on the side. We also got these extra pieces right here. These are meant for the. This is meant for the. A cycle plate. So you can see it's got this slot that goes into the cycle plate section, and that's if you're gonna display this thing on like on this or something. So yeah, like, you know, if it's like doing like the Hinge system, where it's making its funnel flying toward the enemy and stuff like that. So also if I forget to mention, there's two open hands, so that's actually very cool. And these are the Zeonic style round hands, not the Gundam style kaku hands, the angle hands. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll just. And let's go ahead and connect this. We'll put this back here. Alright, so before the review is over, I am going to put this thing in the full moon mode. Oh, I mean the crescent moon mode. I don't know, maybe they're gonna make a Moon Gundam, full Moon Gundam, or something like that. Also keep in mind, the manga actually took place prior to Char's counterattack, so don't expect. A lot of people think the Moon Gundam is going to show up in Gundam narrative. No, it's not happening, because this happened before Char's counterattack, before Gundam Unicorn. So yeah, that's not. This is not. This suit is not part of the Gundam narrative whatsoever. So there we go. Let's go ahead and connect this right here. You gotta make sure the parts line up so it holds in place. So let's go ahead and go to the back here, make sure everything is proper. There we go. I'm gonna close this one up. There we go. There we go. I guess, okay, you know what? Let's get it off the stand. That looks really good. I really like this kit. Yeah. Even though it's, it's a Zeon mobile suit with a Gundam Head, but yeah, it's quite possibly one of my favorite high grades. Despite having a Gundam Head. But anyway, that is pretty much it. Hope you guys find this information helpful, and if you're a Zeon fan, Sig Zeon.